Having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now Wentz on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning, their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Foreman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
After 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Play action. Now Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one caught out wide by Julio. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Titans 21, Colts 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Indy. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt. This from 45.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Tannehill on 1st down, rolling to his right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch us left.
A final shot before half for Wentz.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They fake the give. Now Wentz.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Out to his left.
That's taken in by Ferkser.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. DeForest Buckner able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Go, go, go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Hey, check right. Watching it right.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Bring it to you. I know he ain't got it.
Throwing is Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Wentz. And it's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year, with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
From the end zone, Tannehill.
A slant to Jones.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st down, Foreman. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They run again with Foreman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A 1st down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Titans 1st down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5.
20! Get that quarterback and all. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?